Hi, Keith Garcia with Team Safariland. A couple tips on when you're setting up your patrol belt the first time out, maybe a new police officer, security guard, military policeman, and you're getting your patrol belt set up to go out and patrol or go to the police academy. A couple things I want you to think about. Holster placement. I want it forward enough to where I can get to it without my shoulder going backwards when I go for the draw. I want to put handcuffs generally in the area one or primary where I can get to it up front, and I'll have another one back on my hip. Probably, I like it to the rear on the right side so I can get to it the secondary set. The magazines, I like them straight up and down, but with my body configuration, but everybody's different. You can have them sideways if it works out well for you, do that. I prefer straight up and down because for me, if I have to draw with a strong hand only, I can still get it out. This way it just makes it a little more difficult. Always think about having your priorities towards the front of the belt. Okay, I want to have my gun, my magazine, because those are, things I need to access quickly. Baton is going to be next. I'm going to have OC, flashlight, radio. Everything's kind of go back and forth. Think about what are the things I need the most in an emergency, and I need quickly. I want to keep the back of my belt clean. All right, this comes from 27 years of experience. When you get in a scuffle, it never goes the way you want. It never's perfect. A lot of times you wind up on the ground. You don't want something in the back to jam into your spine, your lower back, your vertebrae when you're wrestling around. It's happened a lot. A lot of officers go out with bad backs. So keep the back of your belt clean. So if you have to wrestle around on the ground, nothing's jamming into your back. Another thing, we get in and out of the patrol car all day long. Anything pressing on your back, even through a vest, over years and years of wear will start to break you down. So just keep the back of your belt open. That way, when you're getting in and out of the patrol car, or if you're on the ground wrestling around or you're training, nothing's going to damage your lower back, your spine. You don't want to have back problems. So keep the back of the belt clean as possible. Move things to, Safariland makes all kind of leg rigs for tasers and as well as handguns. And that way you can get stuff off your belt if you need more room if you're a smaller person. Point is try and keep the back of the belt clean so you can have a long career and not wind up with a bad back. Now, there's a lot of different sizes and shapes of people, a lot of different configurations. So this may not work for you, but I think it's the most efficient way to do it. Now, when you get your magazine pouch on your belt, you want it close to the center line so you can access it with both hands. First thing. Second thing you want to do, when I go to draw that magazine from the pouch, as my fingers go underneath, I shove my thumb to the rear of the magazine, and when I draw it out, I want the bullets facing center line so they come out facing where they'll go right into the gun. I don't have to turn or do anything weird with it. So no matter what I have happen in the field, I can get a quick, smooth draw of that magazine with either hand. Now, if worst case scenario, I have to reload with strong hand only, I can come over, I can still access this magazine to get it done and get it in the weapon. So remember, when you're drawing your magazine or setting up your magazine pouch for a patrol belt, get it close to the center line. I prefer to have it straight up and down. Now, if you prefer to do it sideways, just because of your body configuration or you feel like it's a little bit smoother or effective for you, I think bullets up is the best configuration. So when I get in here, I remove the strap, I'm going to shove my thumb behind the magazine again. I don't try and pull it out with my fingers like this because it makes it more difficult to seat. I want to shove my thumb behind the magazine, pull it out so it's already sitting near the meaty part of the base of my hand. So when I go to shove it in the gun, it's going to seat effectively and fluidly, and I'll be able to, it won't fall back out again, which is the real problem in this whole aspect. All right, so again, if it's sideways, I want the bullets up in the magazine, and when I draw it out, it will go straight into the gun as so, and I'll be able to seat it effectively in the palm of my hand. It's Keith Garcia for Team Safariland.